Stephen Sommers' The Mummy from 1999 is not just a film, it's a carnival ride masquerading as a cinematic experience. Blending action, horror, and a touch of romance, it catapulted Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz into cult stardom while leaving audiences both entertained and bemused. But beneath its thrilling surface lies a treasure trove of absurdities that demand closer inspection. Let's embark on this excavation with an archaeologist's scrutiny and a critic's dry wit. Plot convenience, the real ancient curse. The plot of The Mummy is as fragile as the ancient papyrus it pretends to revere. We begin with a doomed love affair between Imhotep and Ankh-Su-Namun, whose forbidden romance sets off a chain reaction that culminates in the revival of a cursed high priest. Enter Rick O'Connell, a swashbuckling ex-soldier whose character arc is less about development and more about how many punches he can throw in 2 hours. The script gleefully abandons logic at every turn. For instance, Evelyn's scholarly brilliance is repeatedly undercut by her uncanny knack for making catastrophic decisions, like reading aloud from a cursed book. Sure, she's smart enough to translate hieroglyphics, but apparently lacks the common sense not to summon an immortal villain. This leads us to question, is the true villain of this story Imhotep, or Evelyn's unchecked curiosity? Characters, archetypes over substance. The characters in The Mummy exist more as tropes than fully fleshed out individuals. Rick is the quintessential action hero quippy, ruggedly handsome and immune to sandstorms, bullets, and logic. Evelyn is the clumsy yet brilliant scholar, a walking contradiction whose moments of competence are overshadowed by her knack for accidental peril. Her brother Jonathan serves as comic relief, but his usefulness peaks at being a convenient exposition device or an occasional thief. Imhotep, for all his ominous presence, operates less like a terrifying undead sorcerer and more like a desperate ex-boyfriend with godlike powers. His primary motivation is love, which might have been touching if it weren't accompanied by plagues and mass destruction. If Hallmark made horror cards, Imhotep would be their mascot. The real star CGI. For a film set in the 1920s, The Mummy is an unapologetic love letter to late 90s CGI. The visual effects, ambitious for their time, oscillate between impressive and unintentionally comedic. The swirling face in the sandstorm remains iconic, though its intensity is somewhat undermined by the inexplicably calm characters outrunning it on camels. And who could forget the scarabs, those ravenous beetles that defy both biology and physics to consume people like popcorn? Action sequences, suspense, or spectacle. The action sequences in The Mummy are less about advancing the story and more about finding new ways to break things. Whether it's collapsing pyramids, crashing airships, or conveniently placed quicksand, destruction is treated as both an aesthetic and a solution. The film's commitment to chaos is admirable, but one can't help but wonder if the budget for repairs exceeded the production costs. Conclusion: an entertaining relic. The Mummy, 1999, is a paradox, a film that thrives on its flaws. Its characters are paper-thin, its plot riddled with holes, and its logic buried deeper than Hamunaptra itself. Yet it remains undeniably fun, a testament to the charm of adventure films that prioritize spectacle over substance. Watching it is like visiting a theme park. You know it's ridiculous, but you're too busy enjoying the ride to care. For better or worse, The Mummy is a cinematic artifact worth preserving. If only to remind us that sometimes it's okay for a movie to be as messy as a sandstorm. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Quirky Critic signing out.